glad to have you with us in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, as we're here for what should be another exciting edition of the Rate Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the move from inside is 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Buckeyes offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Sales went into the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
From the gun, running back on the move. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to breaks into the open. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it down the right side. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Rides the back and leaves it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll run the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Bulldogs! The extra point here would tie the game. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Grimes.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Toppins. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch, it's busted. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man, it's busted. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Fresno State will have to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch near the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Toss to the outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Looking to throw, it's Toppin. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
Fresno State, 7.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice throw. When you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense is.
There he goes. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. To the ground. He's got it again. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Gives it on the option. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try to pop the draw. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Big fullback's got it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make it work.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rossi. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. Fresno State will have to punt. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Barmore. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Completes it in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback on the keeper. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on third and short. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Power football with the run. At the 40, there he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got room at the 35. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Fresno State right back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Barmore. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Quick shovel pass. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. They get to him as he throws.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Looking deep down the right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off play action on first down. Got him downfield. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And the Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll move the tight end. With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. The AT unit on the field. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. Just keeps moving. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. He's got him in the flat. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Fresno State will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. He'll keep it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Pulls it in. It's Grimes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Barmore. quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, you set it down, let's go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're working that left side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's busted. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll do it himself. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. On target to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
On target. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Fresno State working from the red zone. On the move. Runs through a tackle. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've You've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future, finding some things here late that they did well.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Yeah, and really nice job by the defender. Listen, a curl route's hard to defend. It's hard to get in front of that guy because he's curling back to the quarterback, but he did a good job not getting pass interference, getting around his body.
Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Barmore. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll run the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They're going back to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field. a lot of time off that clock.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Barmore. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Fresno State takes over in the offense. We'll go back to work. Here's the handoff. Fights off the defender. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Harris. Out across the 30. Steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. At the 45 on his way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got his man.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on to the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Motion from the wideout. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Couldn't find find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And they'll take a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask